Have you ever wondered what really powers your smartphone? Or more importantly, what will power the electric car you might be driving in a few years? The answer isn't just electricity, it's a metal, a soft, silvery white metal called lithium. And the future of this white gold is being decided right now in a remote corner of South America, in a geopolitical high-stakes game that will affect the price of every EV on the planet. Welcome to the Lithium Triangle. This region, spanning the high-altitude salt flats of Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile, holds over half of the entire world's known lithium reserves. Forget the Middle East and its oil. For the 21st century green revolution, this is the new center of the universe. Lithium-ion batteries are the engine of our modern world. From the device you re-watching this on to the massive grid-scale batteries needed to store solar and wind energy. Without a steady, affordable supply of lithium, the entire transition to a green economy stalls. The lithium here isn't mined from hard rock like in Australia. Instead, it's extracted from brine, salty water pumped from deep beneath vast, otherworldly salt flats called salis. This brine is left to evaporate in massive pools under the intense Andean sun, concentrating the lithium before it's processed. On paper, this method is cheaper than hard rock mining. But it comes with a huge, controversial cost: water. It takes about 2 million liters, or 500,000 gallons, of water to produce a single ton of lithium. In one of the driest regions on Earth, this has sparked a massive environmental and social conflict, a paradox we'll get into shortly. Now, let's look at the global chess match playing out across these salt flats. On one side, you have the world's superpowers, primarily the United States and China, desperately trying to secure their supply chains for the future. On the other, you have the three nations of the Lithium Triangle, each with a very different idea of how to manage their newfound wealth. This isn't just about digging metal out of the ground. It's about power, national pride, and who gets to profit from the green revolution. Let's start with Chile. For years, Chile has been a lithium powerhouse, with established production and a reputation for being relatively open to business. But that's changing fast. The government is pushing for greater state control, creating public-private partnerships where the state gets a majority stake in new projects. This move is designed to ensure more of the profits stay within Chile. While major Western companies like Albemarle have long-standing operations here, they are now having to renegotiate their place in this new, semi-nationalized landscape. The message from Chile is clear: the days of easy access are over. Next, we have Bolivia. Bolivia is the sleeping giant of lithium. It holds the largest single deposit in the world, the Uni-Salt Flat. But there's a catch. The lithium here is notoriously difficult and expensive to extract due to high concentrations of magnesium. For years, Western companies were hesitant to invest, balking at the technical challenges and Bolivia's staunchly state-led model. Seeing an opportunity, China stepped in. Chinese consortiums have signed massive deals to invest billions, bringing new technologies like direct lithium extraction, or DLE, to finally unlock Bolivia's treasure chest. This has given China a major strategic foothold, effectively bypassing Western influence in the country with the most potential. Then there's Argentina, the current wild card. Unlike its neighbors, Argentina has taken a more market-driven, decentralized approach. Its provinces have a lot of autonomy over their resources, creating a more fragmented but highly attractive environment for investors. This has made Argentina the fastest-growing lithium producer in the Triangle. It's a true battleground where American, Canadian, European, and Chinese companies are all competing fiercely for a piece of the pie. The open-door policy has spurred rapid development, but it also raises questions about whether Argentina is giving away too much, too quickly. So, we have three countries, three different strategies, all sitting on the same critical resource. This complex dynamic leads to some massive challenges. The first and most urgent is the environmental paradox of green extractivism. How can we call a metal green when its extraction process consumes vast amounts of water, threatening the fragile ecosystems of the high Andes? These wetlands are crucial for local biodiversity and for the indigenous communities, like the Atacamino people, who have lived here for centuries. Their ancestral lands and water sources are at risk, and they are fighting back, arguing that the global North's green transition shouldn't come at the expense of their survival. It's a classic case of environmental justice. Who bears the cost of our clean energy future? The second major challenge is avoiding the resource curse. This is a classic trap where a country becomes rich in a natural resource but remains poor because it only exports the raw material, while wealthier nations capture the real value by turning it into finished products. The Lithium Triangle nations are acutely aware of this. They don't just want to sell lithium brine for a few $1,000s a ton. They want to build the factories that process it, manufacture battery components, and maybe one day, even build the batteries themselves. This is called moving up the value chain. But it requires enormous investment in technology, infrastructure, and skilled labor, things that are hard to come by. Demanding that foreign companies build these factories locally is a key part of their negotiation strategy, but it's a tough sell. This leads us to the big question. Could these three countries form an OPEC of lithium? The idea of a lithium cartel that could control global prices and supply is tantalizing for them. Imagine a world where the cost of an EV is dictated not by Tesla or Ford, but by a council in South America. While a formal, rigid cartel like OPEC is unlikely right now, their political and economic models are just too different. Their collective power is undeniable. They are already collaborating on sharing best practices and coordinating policies. Even without a formal cartel, their joint decisions on taxation, environmental regulations, and investment requirements will act as a powerful force, shaping the global market. So, what does this all mean for you and the EV you might buy? First, expect prices to be volatile. The geopolitical tensions, the push for nationalization, and the environmental hurdles all add layers of cost and uncertainty to the supply chain. The era of cheap, easily accessible lithium is likely coming to an end. The price of the raw material is a small but crucial part of a battery's cost, and as these nations demand a larger share of the profits, that cost will inevitably be passed on to the consumer. Second, the race is on for alternative sources and technologies. The world's car and battery makers know they can't be solely dependent on this one region. They are pouring billions into exploring for lithium in North America and Europe, investing in hard rock mining, and even looking at extracting lithium from geothermal brines or seawater. At the same time, there's a huge push to develop new battery chemistries that use less lithium or none at all, like sodium-ion batteries. The geopolitical pressure from the Lithium Triangle is directly accelerating this global wave of innovation. In the end, the story of the Lithium Triangle is a microcosm of the 21st century's greatest challenges. It's a story about the transition to green energy, but also about economic justice, environmental protection, and a shifting global balance of power. The decisions made in the boardrooms of Santiago, La Paz, and Buenos Aires will echo in the factories of Detroit, Shanghai, and Berlin. The future of clean transportation is being written right now, not in Silicon Valley, but on the starkly beautiful salt flats of the Andes. Thank you so much for watching. This is a complex and evolving topic, so if you found this interesting, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the forces shaping our world. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.